What's up, guys? Back in with another video, and well, the intake is off. I know I didn't record any of it. I was just really trying to get it off, and I didn't even think to grab the camera. A couple of things that were holding me was these down here by the alternator, so I lowered the alternator, and there's a bracket right here. Luckily, I don't have to put it back on. So, this is off. And I'll clean all this up tomorrow. I do have to leave, so the video will pick up tomorrow. Just have to follow Brian home. So put these back in. Yeah, it's been kind of hectic for the last 30 minutes because I'm trying to rush some stuff. I got my dual cam throttle cable. I actually pulled it out of that coupe right there because that's Kyle's car. He's gonna get the motor thrown in tomorrow, so I'll record some of that because I'm actually gonna help him throw it in. And he wanted me to pull his dual cam cable out so I could throw his single cam cable in. He told me if I did that for him, he'll just give me his dual cam cable. So I took his dual cam cable out, threw his single cam cable in, and now I got the cable. So things are looking up very slowly, but we are getting there. We are making progress. Yeah, and we're back, but it is not the next day. It's actually about 3-4 days later. It was raining the following day, really bad, so I just didn't come, and then work, and now I'm back. So everything with this, I got it all apart, separated. Vacuum is deleted. I have all of the holes welded up. I shined my flashlight through there and I didn't see no light coming through, so hopefully that's okay. Yeah, so I just gotta clean this up. Oh, that's what I should have got. I just went to O'Reilly's and to get stuff to seal this back up, and I forgot to get razor blades. I can probably make do with the screwdriver. But yeah, so plan for tonight hopefully is the heater core, and then maybe sealing the intake. That's a maybe because it's pretty late and I got work tomorrow, and the gasket maker has to like seal and sit for a minute. So the bypass for the heater core, I think I showed you guys in the last clip, just a hose from here to here, clamp. I took the old hose off completely. I might sand this down a little bit, but maybe. So that's that. And then I got everything over here. This is gonna be the hose I'm gonna use. I know what you're saying, it's long. It's 2 feet exactly. They can only sell it by feet, so it's about, I only need about 1.5, so I'll cut it off around here. Maybe a little longer. Yeah, right around here. And yeah, this is the upper and lower gaskets for the intake. Those are for the headers. This is for the midsection, and this is for what the frick? Clamps. Okay, so I got everything cut down to the right length, and then I realized something. The diameter of this, the whole hose, fits perfectly on this nub, but this one is actually bigger. It's you can't really tell, but it is bigger. And how this looks from the factory is you have a hose from here that goes into the intake, and then you have a hose here that goes into the intake. Hoses don't actually connect. They run into the intake itself, and then they're, you know, run out. So they're separate sizes going in and out of the intake. And I told the guy at O'Reilly's to get me the bigger one, and I just clamp this one really good. I mean, maybe even use a little bit of RTV around it, something to just seal it up. It's not coming off. But he got me the smaller diameter because it fits perfectly snug right there. So it's a small hiccup. These things happen. You do something that you think is going to be small and easy, and then it takes another O'Reilly's trip. Only problem being is O'Reilly's has closed. I went there right before they were closing and got all this stuff. So tomorrow, and I'm going to do one of two things, because there's two things you can do when you're bypassing your heater core. You can either have the hose, this one right here, this diameter, run from here, and then like right here, cut it, get the slightly bigger one, slip it in there, and it slips over this one, because it will be a little bigger. It'd be really tight, but it would slip over this, and then you just essentially have this side clamped, the middle clamped, and then the bigger one would be clamped, obviously, right there. Or I could just get a big one. I'll see. I'll decide. I'm gonna do that tomorrow. Obviously, I can't get the hose tonight. This one I thought was a little bigger, so I cut a piece off this, but it's actually basically the same diameter. So that kind of sucks. But these things happen. You get small hiccups in the build, and yeah. So, but I can get some stuff to help get this off when I go back to O'Reilly's. Clean all this up. It's a radiator hose. Yeah. Gotta get a new line right here. I gotta get some things, but yeah. Yeah, it is frustrating that this is taking so long, but you know, it happens. I really only get one, maybe 2 good days out of the week that I can actually just sit and work on this thing. Other than that, I'm working mostly 6 days a week, so don't got a whole lot of time. But hey, progress is progress. Even if it's a little bit of progress, you know. I know guys that have worked on their project cars for like well above 5 years, just because time, money, which is all factors into this build. But hey, it's getting there, you know. At this point, it's just a lot of small stuff. So another thing I have to do, I completely forgot, actually. I'll make a list, actually, because I do have to get this at O'Reilly's. Where is it? This. I need to cut this off. It's not going to be used anymore, but it's attached to the actual intake. And yeah, I'm just going to cut it. Brian was saying it's really hard to unscrew it, because I guess like this rod has to come out, and then you can like take this off, and it's just not really worth it. But I don't even know if this rod's actually necessary anymore. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Either way, I'm just gonna cut it. But yeah. So I'm just gonna end the video here. And start again either tomorrow or Wednesday, which is 2 days from now. So yeah, and slowly but surely get there. I should have kept my Fox Spiny Mustang or something like that. I'd be drifting right now, because it is kind of the whole argument of, do you just want to drift, or do you want a specific car? More or less for me, I want the 240. I've always wanted a 240, you know. Yes, I watched Initial D, and it was definitely a motive. I wanted a cool JDM car. And, you know, I want to take it to meets, and I want people to look at it and be like, yo, what? 240? I know they're a bit overrated nowadays, and they're all clapped, and this is definitely no excuse, no exception. It is clapped as well. But, definitely want to see this car on the road. I could, like I said in the last video, I could easily just slap this thing together half-assed and call it a day, you know, get it to barely run right, and you know, trade it for like a new Edge Mustang, or I could probably get like a clapped Z or something like that, something that's running and driving but will eventually need work. I mean if you get a Z, there's nothing saying that motor won't give, though I would just swap another VQ in it, honestly. There's nothing wrong with VQs, just got to take care of them, check oil levels. They burn oil like crazy, all that other stuff. Same thing with new Edge Mustangs, you know, you get a 4.6 at anything. Or I would do a 302 because they're just so much easier, way less electronics, and they like boost a bit more. But yeah, I want to see this thing actually run, you know. It's been a 3-year long journey, and yes, I will monologue about this car every single time I do a video, probably. Mostly for myself. Like I said, I do these YouTube videos for myself, kind of as a motivator, and definitely helps. I say this: if you have a project car and you're finding it really hard to find the motivation to work on it, sometimes pulling out a camera and recording the journey and being able to look back at some stuff when you're feeling down definitely helps. Even if you're in a position like me where you really don't have any extra income, especially now because I just got a new place and rent's a lot more expensive, and you also work like, you know, 5-6 days out of the week, and I don't really have that much of an excuse though, because it really is motivation. I just don't leave the house to actually come over here and do anything. And yeah, sometimes the stupid problems like getting the wrong size vacuum hose, and that could be something that might bother someone enough to where they just don't want to touch the car for a couple days. So, but yeah, get vacuum hose, get a couple other things, get the intake back on. I got the gaskets, which is nice, you know. I was just gonna run RTV, but or not this stuff. I wanted to get the ultra gray, but they were out of it. Yeah, but this is just to seal up the upper and lower, and yeah, an actual gasket's a lot better. So, but yeah, until next time, guys.